Confederate statue set for removal from Arlington National Cemetery despite GOP outcry. Yeah, the Democrats like Nancy Pelosi and many others, they didn't care about Antifa tearing down all these statues during the summer of 2022, besides all the rioting and setting everything on fire and hurting, in some cases killing people, terrorizing them. A ton of statues were torn down. Of course, Nancy Pelosi said she doesn't care about statues. Well, of course they wouldn't. They're the racist party. They always have been. But the history has been changed. Yes, if you don't believe that, then look into who they admired the most that was in Congress for how many decades? Byrd, B-Y-R-D. He was a former Ku Klux Klan member. He actually didn't denounce the Ku Klux Klan until I think close to his death, close to the time he was dying, like on his deathbed. It was after he left the Senate. Yet Hillary Clinton, Ted Kennedy, they admired him. But then it's not a surprise, because when you look into the history, the factual history, not the history the media makes up and tells you since they're an arm of the Democrat Party, you find out that no, the Democrats, they were the ones going way back that supported slavery. So now they want to use, like they always do, because they project who they are onto everyone else, which is why they continually have said that conservatives are racist. That's because that's who they are, not who I am. They want to take down history. That's what this is. When communism comes into a country, it has to destroy every evidence of history so that the history they're going to indoctrinate people with is accepted and there's no evidence of a different history. That's what this is about. Yet the Democrats, the very racist themselves, okay, want to say it's all about we can't have racist statues up. Well, they see America as racist, except we, the conservatives, are saying, no, you're the racist. Look at your history. We know your history. You supported slavery. You supported it. And you've used everyone to advance your goals, which your goals have always been to destroy America. This is evident in history that always, 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 when you're a country that's being overthrown, all of the history of that country has to be eliminated. Statues have to be removed because the new indoctrination, the new history will be implanted. House Republicans led by Congressman Andrew Clyde are urging the Pentagon to halt the planned removal of the Reconciliation Monument, also known as the Confederate Memorial, from Arlington National Cemetery. More than 40 GOP colleagues have signed a letter to Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin stating that the monument's removal should be paused until Congress completes the fiscal year 2024 appropriations process. They argue that the removal does not align with the original intent of Congress and could degenerate the delicate balance of powers outlined in the Constitution. How convenient for the communists to do this. The letter emphasizes the memorial's history and intended purpose, highlighting its authorization by Congress in 1900 and construction in 1906 to honor reconciliation after the Civil War. The bronze statue has been part of Arlington National Cemetery, considered America's most sacred shrine for over a century. The call for removal has also received support from the descendants of the statue's sculptor, Moses Jacob Ezekiel, who fought for the Confederacy. They argue that the statue glorifies the Confederacy and justifies racist Jim Crow laws. What a joke. This is all just to overthrow America. The Democrats have been in the front seat of destroying America since their inception, as far as I'm concerned. They've used the racist card ever since I was born. And yet they're the people that stood in support of Ku Klux Klan members. But all they had to do was get their media to do the bidding for them, their bitches on the news to say, no, it's the Republicans, it's the conservatives that are racist, and people bought it hook, line, and sinker. Yet you look at their track record, all they've done is hurt the black people more than they've ever helped them. They've never helped them, but they love to use them and make the public believe conservatives are the racist. What a load of bullshit. The only reason they remove statues is because they have to destroy the history so the next generation will not know about it, and that slowly over time it will be a history that's completely forgotten. That's why you don't remove statues, you don't remove history, you don't try to erase it, because by erasing it, it means you want to overthrow a country and bring in your own sick racist agenda. And who the Democrats are racist at the most is humanity itself. And they show it because they are willing to do the most god-awful things, support the most god-awful things, go to any level of violence they have to, and support violent people and violent protests, and justify all of it, justify the destruction of America, all because they've been hell-bent on bringing their dictator communist system in. You never remove statues, no matter how much you hate them. It's a reminder, whether it's good history, bad history. It is to serve as a reminder of that history. So the only people that ever want to remove statues are always the people that are the oppressors.